Good morning. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I was pretty sad on mine because I miss my kids, but I miss my kids every day. So I spend every day of the year basically, yes, without my children, except this last Sunday. And again, this Sunday I'll have them. Thank you, God. This Christmas was much better than being in a jail cell, okay? Jail is hell. It's straight fucking hell. And I was just thinking about hell and how the people doing this to my kids, and even just anyone participating in this and supporting it in any way, like people who attend Grace Life Church, anyone who supports Melissa and Gino right now are supporting abuse against my children. Gino could give my kids back. Gino could work this out with me, but he's not going to. He's going to use this to his advantage. So I have this judge who hates my guts, and she has done this to lots of people, okay? Not just me. And it's not by chance that I've had the opportunity to meet these people. So yes, multiple, countless attorneys have told me that Judge Benoni will do review hearings for years, keeping perfectly good mothers from their children. Obviously, we're over a year into this, and here we are. This is happening to me. However, as I said, Gino could correct this at any time, and the judge does not deny that in the courtroom. He can give them back. I'm trying to work it out, basically begging for 50-50. Take away the fact that I'm sitting here with nothing. If you look at our tax returns and everything that we own together throughout our marriage, there is no way in hell I should be sitting here with nothing, and especially not my children. So take away that I have nothing. Take away these criminal charges that I have incurred because my ex had me arrested for simple assault, who I have a protection from abuse order against, and then he increased those charges on me by getting on the stand and lying 2 months later, saying I choked him that night, which, as most people know, he picked me up from the police station 2 hours before he put me in jail. The judge said, get along, go home, you guys have a nice life, get along. And then he took my son to football. Then the next day I got the PFA, and he was so mad about that instead of the charges being dropped, they were increased. That was over 2 years ago. And then, most people know that he lied and said I could move to Ohio. And I was on Facebook getting ready to move to Ohio after the day I went to court, for his attorney and him to have just lied to my attorney and to myself straight to my face. And my attorney not being smart enough to put that I moved to Ohio too in the order that day of selling my house. Anyways, long story short, you all know I've moved back to Ohio 2 other times in our marriage, and he never objected it, and now here I have I have wiretapping charges over this, which is all a fucking joke. It's all going to go away in time, but in the meantime, I need to get my kids back. So now that he has taken all of these things, taken my ability to even get a good job, now he has my children, and he's refusing to give them back, not allowing them to talk to me. This girlfriend has taken them to get vaccinated, which they are all medically exempt from. They are bigamists. They had a marriage ceremony, a real marriage ceremony, and had my children participate, where the pastor who married Gino and I has now spiritually married them. This is illegal. My children should not be subject to this. It's abusive. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like a polygamist community, but here it's Grace Life Church, and everybody who, Grace Life Church basically has Monroeville in a straight uproar now for the last 6 months, because who they really are is coming out into the public more and more as time goes on. But then we have this girlfriend, paramour, sister wife, whatever the hell she is, doing this to my kids, making my kids talk to me on speakerphone while they both listen every single night since they were vaccinated. It's been on speakerphone. They are turning my kids against me, trying to tell them that I don't believe in Jesus, that I live in a really bad area full of broken down buildings and abandoned houses with smashed in windows, which is the exact opposite of where I live. However, I could very well be living in a place like that with everything that I have gone through. I'm lucky to be living where I'm living, and I hope that the governor will reopen Pennsylvania on the 4th, and I can get back to work on the 6th, and be able to keep a roof over my head and hopefully get a bigger place soon for my kids. But this is all insane. This is Gino just trying to control me forever now through my children and hurt me forever what's happening though by trying to hurt me is it's hurting my children. I've never done anything wrong as a mom. I've been a great mom. I mean, it's crazy. I'm like looking back through YouTube videos and everything of my children's whole lives, and I'm like honestly like I'm honestly like the best mom ever. I'm one of the most dedicated moms I've ever known. Looking around, and I know lots of great moms, and actually tons of great moms. Everyone's a great mom, but I've never done anything to hurt my kids. I've like made being a mom a career, strive to be a mom. I've never been out like drinking or partying or doing anything like that. I've never harmed my children in any way. I've always been their sole caretaker. I've been a stay-at-home mom where his family and my family all live in Ohio, and we're out here in Pennsylvania. He's at work all the time. It's only been me and my kids, and my kids are the great, amazing kids that you all know they are because of me. And now they are hurt and they're traumatized and they're confused and they're scared and they're being kept from their mother. They're taken from me and given to a stranger. They'd only met Melissa maybe 3 times before they were ripped off of me and given to this woman who knows nothing about being a mother, because she's not one, and knows nothing about their medical history or anything about them for that matter. I'm sure she still probably doesn't even know their middle names or their birthdays or anything like that. So this is because she's crazy jealous woman. So now I have 2. So she's obsessed with being me. What new girlfriend wants the pastor who married her boyfriend to marry them too? Go find a new church, weirdos. Pastor Buck, why? Oh yeah, Pastor Buck's time is coming. I'm going to put him on serious blast in the future, but we'll get there. He's the least of my worries at the moment. However, he is supporting this and trying to act like this is okay to this church community who saw me for years and know that I'm a great mom and know that I'm the only person who raised them. It's disgusting. Gino goes there to try to hurt me too. I'm telling you, that's why he goes there, is to try to get a rise out of me. This is what he lives for. I know I was married to him, and now this is the divorce version of our lives. Who does this to the mother of their children? Who does this to their children? For real. Who? Gino does Wally, okay? Because he's just like his dad. He's just like his brother and his mother, who are all evil, angry, violent, they try to fuck everyone they know any way they can and have been as long as they live. Google their last name, read all about their mafia family history. That is Gino Jr., and that is who I'm dealing with, and that is why I'm in this situation. And let me tell you a little bit about the judge and all the people who she has fucked, besides the people that my attorneys have told me about, who I don't know. But my therapist in jail, I had a therapist in jail. I had to get a mental and drug eval in jail, and this lady did it. And I start telling her this whole story, and she says, she stopped me. I had no idea who she was, and she stopped me when I was about a half an hour into this entire story. And she says, Jennifer, I just have to stop you to let you know that I believe every word that you're saying, because the same judge did the same